Over time, the Filipino languages were infused with words from English, also created its own hybrid dialect called Philippine English.
Oh, he's talking about
it's kind of
Taglish. I had to get used to Taglish, right? So it's a mix of English and then Tagalog. It's very, very easy to follow, even as a foreigner. What's up, Philippines? Welcome back to another reaction video with your host Nelly. I'm so happy to see you once again. Welcome, welcome. Today we are reacting to a very, very simple video title: Philippine English. Philippine. Oh my god, I can't even talk anymore. Okay, Philippine English. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one because I think it's going to explain the way how Filipinos talk, and I also learned the pronunciation of Filipinos while living in the Philippines, and it's a little bit different, right? So instead of, for example, saying pressure, they say pressure. So it's kind of different but also not. It's very easy to understand, but let's just see what this person has to say about Philippine English. Communicate with Nate. All right, Nate.
Welcome back to another episode of Communicate with
Same intro.
Nate. That's right.
Did I
Thank
just
you
say
so
the
much
same
for being
thing?
back here with me today. It is my greatest pleasure to talk to you about something that is close to my heart because
Ooh, okay.
I've spent a lot of time of my life in the Philippines.
All right.
And it's one of my favorite countries. It is one of my homes. And so I love
Same.
the Philippines. And I would like to talk about a subject called Philippine English. What is
Okay.
Philippine English?
All right.
That's what we're going to talk about today. Like and subscribe if you want me to continue to make videos about different varieties of English around the world. It's a
Okay,
subject that I
interesting.
love.
So he lived.
And let me know if it sounds interesting to you. But
Looks like
today
he
we're
has
taking a
been
closer look
soldier.
at Philippine English. Philippine English is a fascinating dialect of English that is spoken by over
Fascinating.
100 million people in the Philippines.
Wow.
It's a unique blend of American English and Filipino
Yes.
languages with its own
Yes.
distinct grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation.
Very true.
Now, you might be wondering, how did this dialect of English come about? Well, the Philippines was a former colony of the United States. Did you know
Yep.
that?
There was a
Write it
video
down
that I did
below if you
about
did.
that.
Because it was a colony, it led to the widespread
It'll pop up
adoption
here
of
probably
English
if I forget. It's
as a
in the video
major
section.
language and a major part of daily life in the Philippines. Over time, the Filipino languages were infused with words from English, also created its own hybrid dialect called
True.
Philippine English. It's a dialect in its own right, fully respectable dialect of the English language. It's a regional dialect. So one of the most notable features of Philippine English is the use of the local language. Whatever the
Okay.
local language is, that is generally infused into the English by many people. So you might hear like, I'm going to take a break, instead of like, magpapahinga ako. You know, they're just different things. You might hear someone say like in Cebuano, I know nga moari siya ugma. So like, I know he will come
Oh,
tomorrow.
he's talking
So
about
it's kind of interesting.
Taglish.
Everyone speaks at least
Well,
some
in
words
this
of English, up
case,
to being
Cebuano,
completely
it's not Taglish, but
seeming like from the
it's
United
Tagalog
States.
and English.
Quite a few people are like
And I'm a
that.
Manila
There are
girl.
many different levels of English in the Philippines. So when we say Philippine English, it's actually not only one type. I mean, there are several varieties.
Yeah.
You have call center English.
There was
Yes.
never boring moments with answering calls because I take different types of calls every day, and I learned that not all customers are the same. I've been trained to be on top of every situation, whether it's a good call or a bad call, and I make sure that I provide the best customer service possible.
You have
Wow.
provincial English. These are different accents of the language.
Our programs such as Libro para sa Batang Bangsamoro, where we provide books for kids in conflict-afflicted areas in Mindanao.
Yeah, now that he says
To establish, we
provincial
want to
English,
promote
it's
the habit
different.
of reading for the school children in conflict-afflicted areas.
You have Manila English.
Yeah, Manila English.
Happy birthday, and I wish you're happy on your birthday, and I wish us many video greetings.
This is something that we have in Austria
You have
as well with
Cebu
Vienna.
English.
It's
There are
the capital
regional
city is just
Englishes.
very different.
I'm Filipino Cebuano native speaker. So if you're the person that wants to learn or to speak the languages like Bisaya, Tagalog, or even in English,
Like the
then
pronunciation
I'd really
is
like
so
to help
different.
you with that.
One aspect of Philippine English is the pronunciation of certain consonants, slightly different than American English, such as, the TH, the. It can be pronounced as, that's right, da. Okay, so da man, for example.
The man.
And these are not all varieties of Philippine English, I have to note, have these changes, but these are some of the general ones found in a lot of people. So you might also hear the V be pronounced as B as in boy, like Victor, Victor.
Yeah.
These are just differences.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And, Irish English also often pronounces tha as duh. These are things that are found throughout the world, and each one is valid in its own right, and each one is a respectable dialect.
And
of the
PH
English
is
language.
pronounced as
There are
F.
also some words in
So,
Philippine English,
instead of
such as
Philippines,
hilig. It's definitely part of the English language there. That means like you have like butterflies in your stomach.
No.
It's just this one of those
Filipino.
beautiful words that gets adopted
forget about
into
it.
the language. So in closing, Philippine English was brought in the early 20th century by the Americans to the country, they were previously using Spanish.
It was brought.
And of
Forced
course, the
upon.
most important languages are the local languages: Tagalog, Cebuano, Waray-Waray, Ilocano, Hiligaynon, Maguindanaonon. They're all important. Tausug, Ibabaon,
Wow.
Tiboli.
He knows quite a
Ifugao.
lot.
All of these languages and language groups, Bicolano, these are all very, very important and a major part of the Philippines. The English language is important there, but let us never forget the importance of the local languages in these places. Philippine English is great because
Very
it makes
true.
it easy for people to communicate.
It's nice
with
to
Filipinos.
point that out.
At the same time, we always want to protect the local languages. Those are very, very important. I love Philippine languages. I actually speak 3 Philippine languages. Let me know in the
Whoa!
comments if you speak any of these. Tagalog, Cebuano, Hiligaynon. Now, I speak Cebuano the
Wow.
most because I've mostly lived in places that speak Cebuano. I also learned Tagalog quite a bit from watching movies, just listening to it and seeing a lot of writing online. That has helped as well. And then Hiligaynon, I just
Wow.
love the sound of it. It sounds like they're singing. Daw nagakanta sila. The Cebuanos, I remember them saying something like, ang mga Ilonggo murag malipayon bisag masuko. And the Ilonggos, they say, daw naakig ang mga Cebuano kon malipayon.
he's
Yeah,
quite
you get
good.
the picture. So they love saying the Cebuanos supposedly sound angry even when they're happy, and the Ilonggos basically sound happy even when they're angry. And so these are really cool languages. They're Austronesian languages. I love the Austronesian language family. That's also like Indonesian, Hawaiian, Malagasy, Maori. These are all related languages. So I love those languages as well.
Beautiful, huh?
Javanese. They're really cool. Let me know in the comments below if you want to learn more about Philippine English. Philippine English is
Yes.
really interesting. It's a subject worth studying. See you guys later.
Valid point. Valid point. Great video. Great insight as well. I have to say, I had to get used to Taglish, right? So it's a mix of English and then the connecting words are mostly said in Tagalog. And then, it just makes sense to me what they want to say when I listen to my friends, when they're talking to each other. I get the context of the conversation. So it's very, very easy to follow, even as a foreigner. Yeah, let me know in the comment section down below which of the Philippines languages you speak. That was it. That was everything for today. If you want to check out my travel videos, there's another channel called Nelly's Life. I'll link it down below. And if you want to become a YouTuber like I am and make it a living, make this possible, please follow my other passion project, which is the Freedom Creator Academy, where I share some free tips how to improve and become a YouTuber. And I also offer one-on-one calls, not for free, but for a fee. And there are classes coming soon as well. So if you want to check that out, please do so. Everything's linked in the description box down below, and I'll see you next time. What's up, Philippines?